Dreamers. In the first half of the Open Idea Path, we focused on knowing, understanding, raising awareness about your idea, the environment in which it operates, its users, and the relation network that composes its tribe. Now, the moment has come to use all this information to give life to what will be the foundations of your communication strategy. As said in an earlier step, an idea starts to acquire communicative dignity from the moment in which it starts telling stories and is in dialogue with society. In fact, this is when memes are to be sent around the world and created. And no, with memes, I don't mean funny pictures on social media. A meme is an idea, behavior, or style that spreads from person to person within a culture. A meme acts as a unit for carrying cultural ideas, symbols, or practices that can be transmitted from one mind to another through writing, speech, rituals, or imitable phenomena with a mimicked theme. So basically, you have to start thinking of your idea as a virus and its identity as the DNA of the virus that helps it make it spread. When creating the meme of your idea, you must have as reference the tribe to whom you are talking. So this is why it was important last step. In fact, they will be the first ones to be infected with your ideas. Due to that, once defining the DNA of your meme, you must link it to the social tensions of your idea. Your meme must therefore become the ground for any communication or interaction instrument of your idea. So, in fact, it must contain also values, personality, and the connection with society. In few words, everything that must characterize the identity of the idea and that will determine the ways in which it will relate to its tribe. So, now go to page 24 of the Open Idea Workbook and start thinking as if your idea was the character of a story. In fact, the best way to spread a meme is by using the power of storytelling. The story that you will write must be pleasant to hear and simple to tell. Each member of your team must know it and feel it his or her own, or at least recognize itself in it. You must find a way to tell this story, or at least its basic principles, to the tribe and to whoever comes in contact with your idea. You must give them the tools, the concepts, and the inspiration to reshare it in the relational network and make it viral. The story can be corrected, modified, or rewritten over the years. However, in this evolution, it must always be coherent and in line with the basic principles of the initial vision of the story. So, the first thing to do is defining the promise you are doing to your tribe. Why you are doing it, what benefits can user expect, and especially how will it help society. This part is so important because the why and what you do are the two most powerful and important information that help a meme spread. It's basically the central concept of the DNA of the idea. So, after defining the central concept, try to think about the ability of your idea to connect and adapt to society. Think of the social tensions you are answering to with your idea. What happens when users and social tensions meet? What are the answers you give them? Imagine it like a meeting between the users and their needs and your idea and its benefits. How are you reshaping the environment? Remember to include what you learned in step 2 of the Open Idea Path. Finally, it's time to design the character of your idea. When we meet a person, its set of values, character, and personality activate in us cognitive processes and starts with perceived sensations we have that are instantly transmitted to the brain to be rationalized, and it ends with the production of emotions. What story, values, and emotion does your idea have? creating a fictional character for your idea is not just a brainstorming exercise. When you or any member of your team talks with a user or a member of the tribe, each post on social media you make, each newsletter or email you send, they must be written as if it was not you but your idea writing them. This is why having in mind how the character is, its value, its behavior, its approach, all of it fixed 360 degrees is so important. Also, sometimes that character may become a real graphic representation of the idea. Think of mascots or testimonials or persons like Colonel Sanders of KFC. He managed to become the icon that communicates all the values, the mood, etc. of the Kentucky Fried Chicken experience. So, once that you have defined the basics of the character that represents your organization and your idea, try to describe it as if it was the main character of a story, and write the story of your idea again. Use this time the narrative method why, how, and what. What you purpose, how is your process, and what are the results you expect? Described by Simon Sinek in his world-famous TED Talk about the Golden Circle. Or, if you prefer a more detailed and powerful story, try the Hero's Journey framework. You can Google it, it will be blown away. It's very powerful. Now, go create a meme and spread your story. This is all for today's episode of Keep It Open. See you next week. Ciao!